All right, this is the information for the week of May 10th. So the first thing that we're going to see is some final exam information. So your final exam day is Friday, May 21st. The final exam will open up on Canvas at 7 a.m. and it will close at 3:45 p.m. on Friday, May 21st. You will need to schedule time to complete the final exam on Friday, May 21st. So today is May 10th, trying to give you a lot of time to make sure that you get that worked into your schedule. There is not a specific time during the day that you need to take it, but it does need to occur between 7 a.m. and 3:45 p.m. At 3:45, the final exam will lock. So it does need to be completed by then. With the final exam in mind, one of our assignments that will be coming up, and it's actually not due until May 20th, but I wanted to give it ahead of time because I know that some people have already asked me for it, is the final exam review. So I put the final exam review on the module for this week. You'll see that it's also the only item that you need to complete next week. So if you have time and you want to start it this week, then go ahead and do so. If you want to wait and do your exam review next week, that's fine also. But do note that it is due at 9 a.m., which is on May 20th, which is a Thursday. So that's a little bit different for us, and that is really just because we are coming towards the end of the semester. Okay? The final exam review and the final exam itself are very, very similar. They both have 25 questions. And so you'll be able to get a good example of what that final exam looks like by completing the final exam review. One other note before we move on to this week's agenda is that if you are someone that is still for some reason working on submitting some late work, that I will accept late work up till Thursday, May 20th at 9 a.m. So if you notice, that's the same time that our final exam review is due. So at that point, I will shut off the collection of work and we'll be able to start to work on calculating your semester grade then. So if you have late work, incomplete work, you know that between this week and the beginning part of next week, we need to get that finished. So if you have any questions about the final exam review or the final exam itself, the schedule, anything like that, you can Canvas message me or just come to one of the Zoom sessions and ask. All right, let's look at this week. Okay, so this week we are looking at being able to look at a quadratic equation and choose the method that you think is best to complete and solve. So we've gone through and we've learned to be able to solve the quadratic equation by factoring, to be able to solve it by the square root method, and then to solve it by the quadratic formula. It's now your choice, or now your challenge, to be able to find which method you should choose for a problem. So this video will go through the methods again, and then kind of give you an idea of when it may be best to choose either of those methods. Keep in mind that if you need a full review of any of those methods, that's what we've been doing for the last 3 weeks. So you might need to go back to a previous module. And here we have our formative assessment. with choosing which method to use to solve the quadratic equation, and that is due Monday, May 17th at 9 a.m. And then we have our summative assessment also due Monday, May 17th at 9 a.m. As always, you know that we have Zoom sessions set up at noon for your class. And, you know, I will take questions on anything during those Zoom sessions. If you have questions on this week's work, or if you're already on the final exam review and want to look at some of those questions, that's fine also. All right, have a great day.